about because he's gaining a lot of seconds to the car for the US team. The 315 is now lapping 2 seconds quicker than the car in front. So the next following laps, it's 4 laps. He's tracking distance and I don't think they will take the lap. By the way,
lapping just as fast as the leader.
It's also true that. It's also true that because
What was that?
you take the brakes.
Lapping just as fast as the leader, but 297 last lap.
I don't know why the pace of the 18s has gone. That's pecking my head.
He stopped, didn't he? He stopped in the middle of the track. So you've just unlapped yourself from him. You're catching the car hit by about second lap at the minute.
I was actually right. Teammates are doing great. By the way, a bit of well, I want to call out the fact that there are lots of different cars. Unfortunately, the people are having a very hard time, to be absolutely honest about it. The only vehicle that is not in a terrible condition is Sparks 44 Blacklist Racing, lapping and having a bit of a fable story as they were nowhere on lap 1 due to a different incident in still being beneath. It's quite astonishing. But all the other BMW, except for Johnson, who is the sole driver in the M6, are from 30th onward, and from 34th to 41st.
This car that's in last, that one there, just gone past. I'd say 3 times when my Steve was trying to race me.
Which car is the worst around the track?
Might have been off quite boredom. Don't know what else you can really do when you're all the way back there.
No.
Even if Spa is not a great track for race, they are having a very good time. Now sitting in
Brisbne's car's 39th.
22 behind Sparks.
Oh, their car was involved in that massive smash before poo on in the night.
Yeah, actually.
On top, and quite surprisingly, just to hold us
Oh, 19-1.
Well done.
very
That's
hard
it.
by the rolling god team just leading too much. It's just too much. And then you would be surprised that 40. I expected way more Hondas on the path. Because they now is the strongest car of the field, but maybe not as bad. As we see in second place, there is the British Motorsports Ferrari. Second Ferrari in the list, there are actually 4 of them, and the second Ferrari is just in Jacob's hand, even if they now have several incidents. That's a Bible and a half. Apparently,
Someone else has left, down to 40.
the race direction liked to like an idea and decided to
Show me the car ahead.
go to basically the entire Lord of the
Yeah.
Ring look. I would Carway run 15 spins and makes no effort to hold the brakes. So we're talking about the 128. Where is he? Where is he? I can't find him. 128. I think I know which incident we are talking about. Is the one where it was being responsible. Where is he? Capello. I'm not sure about it. Oh, Zink! Zink! Michaspino! Drifting along the original Dion just outside there. With a car that is now having some troubles starting back. We can see what happened.
Try and run it in TC1, see if it can just eliminate a little bit of the understeer.
In the brakes, cars are tires are done.
I'm not getting any wheel spin at all, so it's not going
very
to
close for the Mission Spino Audi with Zink.
cause an issue. 489 laps, fuck me.
By the way,
we've done-
to read the
we've
Bible,
done
That guy in 21st done them
we're talking
all.
about 128.
Yeah, he suddenly sped up all of a sudden.
Yeah, 311. Yeah.
You know what I reckon?
Where is this?
Go on.
I reckon it's just the one account. I reckon there's someone else there swapping the.
It's got to be. There's no way you can do. I mean, you can do 24 hours on your own, but it would not be that quick.
No, you'd be fucked.
Mm.
Oh, got a 999 drive through. Is Brizzle in it now?
Nah, he's not.
Ah.
That Brizzle's team, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Bridger was driving earlier.
Mr. Brown.
No, I remember him from the EOA League. Used to rip him like full, didn't you?
Yep.
It was quite sad actually when they were never, you know. I guess he put himself in that position, didn't he?
Well, everyone knows what I think of him.
Why, did you all fall out or something, or?
I don't know where he went because between the 6 months of me stepping down from ownership and coming back, being part of it all again, he left. So I don't know what the big hoo-ha was. I can't remember. They did tell me, but yeah, I wasn't really interested because it was him.
Take no notice of it. Yeah.
He's the creator of his own demons.
There is an overtake going on possibly here. Speed is very close to the 149 to Van Horn.
Yeah.
Very close to them. In fact, we see 18 getting proximity of overtake striking distance.
Stream's got a bit funny at the minute.
As now to make the overtake as quick as possible as Van Horn is giving them a hard time. It's now side by side towards Flashmont. Left side here.
ACC
Left side here. Left hand here with the other master on his side. With the 149 on the outside. Oh, they maintain. They don't maintain side by side as the other. The 18 is trying the best they can to defend against the 149. Oh, the huge battle going on here in spot position. Team for 19th place.
Right, I'm going to drop out the server because my CPU is in the red.
Okay.
Wait till you're on the straight in case you get a lag or anything.
Quite courageous.
Oh, stay on the fucking right, you tick. What are you doing?
Christmas team for you.
Oh, no wonder he got fucking drive through. Come out of the picture, stay on the right.
Yeah, it's common sense, isn't it? Yeah.
Fucking move over to the left and then back over to the right. Fucking like stroll over there.
I know he's a terrible when it is, isn't it? Fucking maniac.
In the position now, he can't see side by side into the comb. Oh, it's still close there.
Car 1 and 4 is just playing stab right now.
Doesn't give anything. It doesn't give anything.
On the same lap?
Yeah, same lap.
And give it.
And then 311's on the start. 311's in the pit lane.
They don't make contact.
Let's get him. Let's fucking get him.
They won. Oh, in fact, they make contact. Never mind what the 70 now. 149. They did make a little bit of contact. And I think the position has been taken by Irene. As we see the overtake from a bit of an aerial view. On the inside he goes. Ooh, it was actually 18 going a bit wide, trying to cover what he could, but unfortunately the other automatic was just there, and Ali maintained the position, well, gained the position by a mistake by 18, unfortunately going a bit too much on the brakes, so it was for 19th position, but I will think it's over completely. As you can see, the 18 is still close proximity. They don't make contact in just a second. Yeah, it's a bit... to the fighter. They don't make contact. But luckily it was just a tiny bit of he's actually going still by it. And Bauer is still gaining a second per lap. De Luca just a second this time.
311 still in the pits.
Yeah, we see it. I've got the Twitch stream on now. Yeah, three of them. But can't see him, but you can see his.
Oh, we're back up to 41 as well.
Kind of 10 minutes to each other, but still on the
Got a
same
nice bit of space on your own there.
same strategy. So effectively this one is the button. It's a button for position if it happens, when it happens, because it's related to the happens just now. The gap is just 3 seconds. And if I can see the other part of the chicane, 2 seconds behind is Bao. This one is better. You can see in front there is the Aston Martin. The Aston Martin there is not in the button with them. It's a racing car. It's 50. This is Adam.
2-4 is losing a lot of time. He's only at Staffo now, so you're gaining about a second after that.
Up in the distance, the little flare. The light.
And I've got a couple of the front runners in front of me as well, so they'll hold them up when they catch him up, unless they pit.
True.
Nothing to wait about that. Quite the opposite. It's now in chat. This 24 hours until now. It's been phenomenal. Race racing, and since like race control is not having enough time now. Just something there. Okay, now it's slightly better. Okay, yes, it is better. There is a little black line.
Serious tick
As
does.
the kilometers pass by, it's Bao getting closer and closer both to the Western Racing and to the Luca. Both of them are actually gaining a lot of time to the EOS car. Oh, he goes on the inside, the Western Racing understands it. Oh, he goes way too much of the brakes. I think he wanted to get rid of the back bunkers as soon as possible. Luckily for them, the Western Racing was looking in the mirror and let them pass. And now it's striking distance, you can see a second between each other. Now the Luca has to look at the mirror. We are the mirror. I am currently the mirror. As the US car, after the drive-thru and after the incident, is having a bit of a rough time. As I'm also seeing that if anyone has had a drive-thru, drive-through for the same place. In the meantime, any incident that has happened, just no. Power's lapping altogether 1.37 faster this last lap. You can see here 221.5 the bottom right of the screen. It is Bauer just in front, just behind, sorry, up in 20.2. Split view for us, looking at the rear of the Aston Martin again. The Aston Martin being in a bit of a rough situation, as we are seeing the back of the Aston Martin way more than the front.
Number 18 Aston's got 6 drivers.
A bit stable into the
I think it's some kind of fucking rhythm.
No, the
with
gap
that.
is definitely not enough for having.
Maybe they could only afford one car.
With there.
Having a fucking gangbang there, aren't
Yeah.
The inside of the car.
You know what they're doing when they're not in the car.
they? Yeah, they're fucking slipping and sliding, that's what they're doing.
The
6 drivers.
lowest number of a bit wider, it's a limit violation, I think. Lowest amount of well, moving the wheel means that
I thought you
it's
could only have
stable
4
and
anyway.
faster you do less.
I think because it's a 24-hour, they sort of open it up to be as many as you want.
On the tires, so they make it
Yep.
last longer and set, you all know it. But for now, it's Marcel Bauer.
I'm sure I read one of them had 7 earlier. I was reading the side of his car and it was just like names galore.
It is stable in exit. A little closer. 3 hours and a half to go.
It might be the
He
pulse.
puts himself
Maybe the 5.
back, letting himself being seen from the mirror, from the Lucas mirror, as we go back in. You can see the mirror, literally like this, but this is a bit to be seen, something like this. Bauer, original Didion, made perfectly by the both drivers. Looking at the sector, which is good to be seen, is that can I see the sectors? Is it too much to ask for? No, it isn't.
You can tell you're pushing.
The Luca lap of 52.0,
Little bit.
the sector Bauer lap of 41.4. 62.0 and 61.9 and then 37.0
It's in my nature.
36.9. So altogether there is not a single sector where the McLaren is faster. It's just that the first sector seems to be a little bit better.
What's it sound here?
For
You're only 30 seconds behind now.
for the McLaren
Yeah,
driver.
30.6 I've got on the touchscreen. 3.4.
Anyway,
What's their pace?
I can't see
now
that.
it's so close that they will
Last
possibly
lap
lap the
was-
same lap, the same
No,
time.
it's V6, can't see it. I think that they're in the 220s if you want me to stay.
3 times is the difference. We go
221s
into
even.
view because this is now close, very close. Drivers a bit close on the rear.
Need to get
Try
this
to get as much speed as possible.
fuel to about 50 or below, and then I might be able to bang in them 18s again.
Too much low down for setup.
Of course, still struggling with a bit of understeer.
Keep the best out of the corners.
And the pressure's good.
A bit of a gift and a curse.
They're a
having
little
low
bit,
down for setup.
high, but you need
Too much
that
and
so
you
that it lasts the whole
can't
stint.
even follow the car in front because you just don't have any.
Because they start dropping the 10 minutes from the end, don't they?
A bit,
Yeah.
a bit unstable in the bus chicane.
They're all
You
like,
see how close it is.
well, left side could do with a click lower. They're like 27.9, 28 consistently. Right side's 27.7 most of the lap, so they're fine.
A bit too much on the inside, nearly collecting the
Yellow
wall.
flag, 495 again. I must be there, Jigs.
Up there, as they are now heading into camera straight. Can they want
Yeah,
They're off
straight.
the big way as well.
stay
Yeah.
in front? Remember that the Aston Martin has a great top speed.
Yellow lagoon
The question is
thing.
more about the setup they are using because
Yeah,
one
495.
of them is using a high
That
down
is
setup.
it,
There is
yeah.
nothing that
Yep.
could have been done.
Right, 184's at the bus stop now.
Can be done by it. You can go
267 has
to
just
cameras,
got a
you can see the Aston Martin on the
S&G.
inside, it stays there, even stays inside, even takes the position, still
Stay
nothing
behind
to
us.
be done about these
Oh,
two drivers.
they're P4.
The water is sparkling.
A lot of them are
Speed.
making
As
mistakes
the
now.
diffuser of these cars.
Yep.
They're too low. I see a yellow flag on the
I mean, I don't know what I'm getting
so
excited
nothing to worry
about. P4 getting the
As
stop and go
55
for.
going a bit too
74
much
just got a
above
drive
the
through.
brakes, in fact, he loses the car
They're
a bit.
behind us.
Yeah, they're behind
Goes
us.
wide, but Bauer goes a bit too much on the inside. Seems the drivers have two different problems. One going too much wide, the other going too much.
Fucking hell, Matt. Do you want to
too
break
much
any
close
earlier for the bus
to
stop?
the apex.
And then we stopped.
Both of them is rising each other. So now it's still a situation where the two cars are one after the other.
Cost me 3
Now after the
seconds.
second, so a bit of free.
Commentator's going mad on the Twitch stream. He don't know what he's
to
doing.
briefed by Bauer.
He's just got his Aston and his McLaren.
Steam
the
timer
Luca.
speaking.
I think it's because
they
it's
still have
Italian,
a lot
he's
to
just
play
concentrating on the
with.
Italian, innit?
They are not even close to the steam timer,
Oh,
so
yes.
this battle may go on for
Nice,
years.
Favoritism.
Which
I think
is
this is
They
that
want
kidding.
to, as the
He's doing it.
Favoritism racing.
Luca seem to have suddenly improved half a second. You can see, in fact, first sector, second sector, better than what he did the last lap, while Bauer lapping
28.7 behind.
quite okay. Oh, the Luca using a bit of the track limits. But now the gap is 9 tenths. Oh, breaking a bit earlier for the Aston, a bit later, and correct execution of the bus stop for the mechanic.
Stop trying to fucking trail break into there.
Now the 313, 17th place car. The American Racing team is going to achieve, or is he? It's not the question. Because at the beginning I thought the question was more if, more than.
Ooh, yellow flag again. Car 17.
As yellow flags.
Stop and go for 267. 2 laps remaining.
There's been something going on here.
Don't know what they're waiting for. They may as well just take it.
Yeah, if you get it, take it straight away.
All there's actually,
Oh, they made contact!
before no name, there's 2 cars in the car.
Yeah, that's the
Car 17, one of them. Oh, 313's dead at Lacombe.
That was off!
yeah.
That was off while he was following the car in front. Here's one here. All the
Come dead, I know what to do.
All into the bin as it goes too much of the power.
Too much.
Just
Spun up the bees.
Turn 4. For this pushing 7 seconds behind. The car in front, so the Luca now finally can breathe.
Gap now is 27 and a half.
Finally, we lost the battle that was about to begin. I feel the battle is over altogether. Because if Bauer can gain back the second per lap he was gaining, then it's a huge opportunity for them to bring back the car they just lost. Start back the battle, just to calm down and to not put too much pressure on themselves. You see that the next is a bit it's completely like this. It's readable. At least it's readable for us. That's from 4 and the minus 1. I mean that. If I forget because of the object. I need to check what it is. And just maybe just use the all the 64.
Is that a bit wide?
Nope. If you're a driver, if you're just here for the race, as we are now getting into the final 3 hours, which will be the final 7.
What's that I smell? I smell 184.
Using the fraction as the time passes. Not 17. What the fuck? 184. I'm tired, okay? I know it's 184. I'm just tired.
Get out the fucking way.
Don't judge me, please.
Thank you.
I know it's so still. Anyway, friends, a bit of TV coverage for him because Tommaso Franceschini in the 1509 lineup has just passed the personal
If he used his brains then, he'd have lifted off before Stavolo 2, let me through and then followed me in the slipstream and gained some of that time back. But instead, he decided to hold me up through Stavolo 2 and then run wide off the track onto the back straight and slow down and cost himself the whole through Blanchimont to the bus stop.
Took his
Racecraft.
second out of him last lap. Yeah, I have questioned the racecraft for some of these guys in here today.
P5's doing their stop and go. Their parry and go.
He's on the pits down Twitch. Another car, Forces in the car as well.
P20's 9 seconds ahead of me, but a lap ahead still. Can you somehow find out if P20 is only 1 or 2 laps ahead?
He's 1 lap ahead.
1 ahead, right?
Yeah.
Let's hunt him down as well then.
Fantastic. So happy about it.
He's 9 seconds on the road, but
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway. Setting back with
We need the water around the corner to see where I'm
311. Contact with the car. Some driver is still laughing constantly good. 51 seconds. Okay.
It's been mentioned.
Say what?
He's just mentioned Carl. That in the standings sort of thing.
Theoretically be
Leave our fucking car alone.
Don't jinx us.
Every time
the vowel where there are
we
two
put a
Don't
vowels
message in, they
like
give us a
being
warning.
in two different phrases.
Yeah.
That's, sometimes it depends. Two vowels in two different.
I'm not gonna
What were
lie.
the pressures that you put in?
Together with the vowel.
It was
It's
26.9 at the front, 26.7 at the rear.
So that's why default is with the little. As you can see, he made a contact with. I don't know which number was that, but he nearly lost completely the car. See it. It was the one in 28, it was 128 having a rough time making contact with cars. It's not the first time that I've seen them in my that's what the little appendix top means. Just a cancellation of one of the two vowels. And usually the first vowel gets cancelled, but not every time, just with certain just to express usually a possession or maybe just as a pronoun, but long story short, don't see it, just collect each other. No, non sono da 24 ore fatte.
I don't understand that car's allegedly doing it on its own. I still don't understand why he's driving the M6.
M6 is it as well?
He's driving the M6, yeah.
Anyway, looking at here, is Johnny's car currently the 14 is a lap. He has overtaken
I'd rather try the
Fedele.
Jaguar than the M6.
I'm still calling bullshit on it.
No?
Yeah,
Okay, no. I'm mistaken, because Fedele is now in
something ain't adding up with it.
and
It's impossible to do
this
24
time
hours on your own.
is the same.
You'd never make it.
Just looking if it was
It's just the fact that now all of a sudden he's faster. I mean,
very odd.
Than it was at the start. Yeah.
And the fact that he hasn't lost time with the pit stops as well. I mean, I'm not gonna lie,
The 14 lineup
he's
was
either
definitely
got a
behind
fridge
Fedele.
next to him with all his drinks, or he's pissing into a cup or bucket.
yeah.
So they made up
There's
this
no way
board,
he's
so I
able to
suspect they had a
carry on
director
doing that.
which I didn't see at the beginning. That's the possible outcome because I'm seeing that Fedele is now 38 seconds
Ooh,
behind.
267.
Oh, contact between him and another car. More contact. What happened there? Which car was that? I think I know which car was that, but I want to see from the helicam. And I think it was contact with the Aston Martin. Yes, in fact, he let him pass.
Miles faster than P20.
And then said no. I want
I
to
just
see
took
something.
6 seconds out of him in 2 laps.
Antonio Fedele. It was 6-7 lineup.
That wasn't my best bust up. Oh, car 69's pinned it.
Now flying across the what?
This is not bad enough being last.
Oh, wait, no, it's a 7.
There's a bit of a lagging issue on the stream.
Yeah, I was going to say, I'm watching it now. There's cars on the side of the track and all sorts.
It was the 7 having a stroke. It wasn't me because I'm not losing. No, someone. Oh no!
With
It was
P21
someone,
now.
someone has, no! Someone, we
Oh,
lost
yeah.
someone! We lost someone, it was the
No,
14.
what happened there?
We lost the 14
The number
lineup.
14 Honda
They were in fourth.
P5, he's gone.
Yeah.
And I think the 14 really crashed the server. And unfortunately we lost the 14 lineup. They were racing in fourth. So the sole mention in the 14 by my side made them completely disappeared. That's huge.
They're human.
It's a huge one unfortunately. So
Imagine that.
completely lost. I think it's done for
Doing
them.
22 hours of a 24-hour race and he's looking.
Put it this way, if we disconnected now, my PC will be having flying lessons.
But unfortunately, Nordic Evo was racing a great one. Yeah, the Honda from Denmark, and I think it was also the Vice Super Vice Chover. In fact, it was. So everyone gains a place. all the trouble they had. And even because now I lost the
24.5 seconds beyond that.
They can cheer on anyone. As the car has exploded on
I'm
the
sure
track,
he's
so
got a pit soon.
huge loss for our race. As I think that even 69 is having a bit of a trouble. As they are in the pit for the last.
Yeah, with 2 seconds a lot faster than P19 as well.
Not seeing them stopped in the pit. So I think they also were collected by the connection tube. No, we said with wheels as the race passed by, we have to, the show must go on. And the 44 has to now lap a job car manner because 3 seconds away, that is Yapello, which I think is about to do this stint. It is in fact true. So Yapello, not really a challenge that will be held up ahead, as Yapello is some minutes away from the end of this stint. Last time they went into the pit, it was for a direct route. And yep, but it makes sense, but in my opinion it would make more sense if you just disconnect and then you reconnect back on track where you are, because you can still drive when you disconnect, my game decided that I wasn't worthy of the podium.
I suggest you pull over and let me through, Aston, or else I'm just going to send it.
Disconnect me. Doesn't reconnect back where I was. Just it is what it is. The 14 is back.
Doing the back in the
The
pits.
14 is back.
Connected.
Not in a good position. They are now in 7th with Bucket's
Down
card.
7th now.
Now there. And looking at the statistics, I think they can still be in 7th at least. That's just terrible. But even real life, problems happen. There are multiple times even the leader, I remember Spa 2021.
Don't move out of the way, I'm going to report you. So everyone's done it to us, why we do it to them.
Now they are 8 in front.
Oh, fuck it up.
I don't think the leader.
That's one idea.
I don't remember the number, but I remember it was.
He put the right-hand indicator on.
The race, and then
But
they just stopped in the middle of the race.
you go to overtake someone, no matter who it is on the outside of turn 1, you're asking to be T-boned. I'd rather be inside top.
They had to make back the pace and also had to retire for electrical issues.
If they do some letting us through though,
Yeah.
I vividly remember
they might regret it.
because I
They
am
will.
an Audi fan, so
They
in
will
the Audi
regret it.
sit there on track.
Put a curse on it.
Right, car number 184.
Core memory, my
Just the
mind.
car ahead, he's now just coming out of corner and now going to
I seeing where he was in track, I thought it was going to be, but in fact he went to
Yeah, he's got the leader right
he went
behind
to
him.
the
hasn't
pit, but in the wrong way.
325's crashed
As
the
you can see,
QBR.
he goes into turn 1, taps the ball, and then he collects himself into the pit lane. But luckily for him, it's
448 track limits.
such a he's now in
Behind us, so
collector.
Take it there behind us.
yeah, they are.
So now
P30.
Bagasgard is now back on track. 8 laps behind the leader, and unfortunately 7 positions where they were, but still
Right, be back in about 10
the
minutes.
race at least.
So,
Bagasgard now 14th on the Danish team lineup.
seeing as we haven't really got much to lose, I'm doing an experiment for my next stint with the tyre pressures.
Yeah,
I'm
Yeah, go for
offsetting
it.
them.
I'll go from left to right.
Yep.
Yeah, to keep them balanced.
but by the way,
Because my left side throughout the whole lap is staying at 28.2, 28.1. whereas my right side go from 28.2 to 27.7.
It seems like okay, they will not have the
Yeah,
time.
so the lefts need to come down a bit, don't they?
Yeah, I might bring them down a little bit more as well. I've only brought them down 2 clicks.
Yeah, sure, still mate, do what
I really
you
hope
need to
for the
do.
best of them, but I don't know if they can make it. They are 1 minute and 04 seconds steam timer, so unless the race control is giving me another one of the moments, one of the race control's moments of all time. They are very close to making it to the tweeting time. 04.5.
Drink.
30 seconds to go on the stint. Can't they make it on time? Otherwise, I think it is what is it, drive-through for exceeding for exceeding steam timer, or even worse. 15 seconds. Can't they make it? Move. 10 seconds. Come on, mate. You can do it in time. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. They made it. They made it with 3 seconds to go. They made it to the line.
It's handling alright on TC1, you know. It's not much different from TC2.
7 lineup for the FRL
Yeah, I was
team.
running on 3.
Just 3 seconds.
When the traction I had a problem with it was just as soon as I was turning the steering wheel, it was
and they will be
constant to loop, you know what I mean?
penalty.
That was the problem.
As we are seeing the wall. It's a great wall in my opinion. Nicely done.
Braking was alright.
I don't want to be
Front end was okay.
Meanwhile, Elaine and Piquet are about to start.
Yeah, I'd never trust the auto lock on the wheel.
Yeah, I'm gonna try changing to see if it makes a difference.
What's your angle? What wheel you got?
Palio.
What's your angle of rotation in your Fana lab?
That's on auto.
20 and something minutes to go on the steam
Ah,
timer.
The wheelbase is on auto.
About there. Last lap.
I haven't really messed about with Fan Lab really.
Because last lap was at 26 and 2, while Bichler made a 20.
It's a bit confusing when I don't really know how to work the thing.
You'll have a look one day if you want.
Yeah, you've got a handle on it, have you?
Well, it's. I've read up on it, sort of thing.
Yeah, I've tried looking at a few YouTube videos, but it don't really tell you what you need to know, you know what I mean? You need to do the due diligence on it, don't you?
Yeah.
But I'm quite new to it as well with Fan Lab. I've only used it once I got this Porsche in to get the lights working, on it.
Yeah.
Before I just used to use a standard Fanatec driver.
So how's it been? Massively overloaded the most
Well, there has been several incidents, especially from some cars. Mentionable are.
A bit strange because in the practice when with the setup in practice and everything, yeah, the car would just break away if I was too far away with it, but it weren't as bad as what it is in this server.
Yeah, it's like when I was in our EOA practice server yesterday.
Yeah.
The car felt really good, and then every stint I've had it so far, I've just had hellish understeer at fast corners.
So you're getting understeer, right?
Yeah. He's now spinning in the middle of the track, and into the wall he goes.
D12
What happened there? I think we are in Pujon. We are indeed in Pujon.
Yeah, so fast corners it was okay, it was a medium and low speed he was breaking away.
It's just one, the one completely off.
D12 was off the floor.
It's quite a clean.
Is that 184 in the pitch?
Need all the drivers.
Right, calm me.
181 and 305.
Where is 184 is just going over the start and finish. Fucking hell, we are closing it.
3 seconds away from
It's got to be about what, 12, 15 seconds?
It's saying 21. Let's see what are you cross the line yet?
I'm not joking.
Let me see when you cross the line and I'll tell you.
It was phenomenal to see.
Could you imagine the stress in that team?
On my screen it says 20.9.
I was basically
Yeah, I got
making the countdown
21.3,
online, so I think some
21.2.
of his teammates were actually looking at the live stream saying,
I think it was, I think about 20 seconds on. I think
so
15,
I can't imagine the
15, 20
stress
seconds, somewhere
going
around there.
into the whole team at the
Peter's
very
picked
moment.
the damage.
But anyway, I will...
You can go and have a little rest, mate, and I'll just do the other stuff. Again, good job, mate.
Okay, well, for the whole chat, it's been a pleasure. But you will hear me back again on what's it, Tuesday? Yes, it's Tuesday. Well, again, back for until the final of the race, and maybe on Tuesday for the sprint cup. But by the way, it's been great to be here. I will hand you to the great hands of Mr. Coulson.
I'll pay you for that. Enjoy this. We'll wait to hear from you later in the week. Jordan,
Okay, but see you all. Bye.
Hopefully that stream's ended now, someone else is picking it up.
Yeah, you can take it over in the same bit, I think. Same channel.
Yellow flag, car 14.
Good morning, podium chasers. Indeed, I hope you're all well. Thanks, Chromadex. Fantastic job as always. That guy, I think he would sound excited if he was at the if he was in a library. He'd get excited. Such is his enthusiasm, and I'm sure everybody really appreciates that. Everyone, again, thank you everybody for sticking with us. Good morning, Jan. Mr. Smiley's in as well. Your Fulton's in the live chat. Good morning to everybody. I do know that some of you have been cheating and sneaking.
15-second penalty for 495. It's getting worse.
Which is just not on, really, is it? And I certainly haven't. We'll go
If you're
through
21
what I've been up
seconds
to
behind,
yesterday evening, apart from watching people's
184
streams,
there.
getting involved in the back, actually doing some driving as well, which was pretty good fun early doors this morning. And I'll tell you what, when this is finished, I've got a kid's birthday party to go to, and that is going to kill me off without a shadow of a doubt. So don't ask me to do any late night Sunday sprints, anybody. Okay. Right, so let's get back to the action. Obviously, we had, well, where are we at the moment? We are, let's have a quick look. Let's just get, so we've got 3 hours and 6 minutes. You haven't heart? What do you mean, Chris? What do you mean? Yeah, 3 hours and 6 minutes left to go on this one. So, you know, being in and around other people's streams and certainly listening to the voices of some of the drivers, there's definitely some fatigue setting in. And if you do remember when I did the 3 hour session earlier on, well, yesterday, the 4-7 session, excuse me, somebody asked a very, very nice question about what I thought was going to be the biggest challenge. And I said mental and physical fatigue. You know, over a 24-hour race, it doesn't really matter if you do one little stint, 65-minute stints, or double stinting. Shall we do a parting interview today? Well, where are you going, Chris? Says Mr. Gedman. I have to apologise. Oh dear. Thanks, Smiley. I did get punted. You're right. I was just trying to be cautious, you know, and not break any world records. And somebody then did decide that the back end of my McLaren was quite attractive. Let's put it that way. So I'm going to come off this driver because obviously it looks like it's favouritism, and we're going to start. We're going to start the top of the show with this chap, Nizar Al Hadid. 2:19.295 was the last lap. Balloon journey. Round the world in 80 days, is it, Chris?
Right, you're
Or
only
80
4 times
crates.
slower than the race leader.
I don't know. But anyway, so
Yeah,
Nizar
it's
is
2:19, isn't it?
at the moment, and that Honda, well, she's been there pretty much since the get-go, really. I have to say, one thing I've been massively impressed watching this and being part of this event is the consistency that everybody. Okay, Jan, I'll have a look at Fab in a little while.
128 spin it.
Consistency that everybody has shown. Okay, we've got someone off the track there, which is
You've
unfortunate.
got to wait for loads of cars coming through.
Tons of massive crashes.
Look
For
at
instance.
you.
Yeah, there has been a few. You know, I mean, I wasn't involved in any. Don't even try and watch that stream. But yeah, the consistency has really impressed me, and especially, well, I won't say especially in the top three. I mean, the top three.
Nice.
I mean, they are just on another level, especially first and second guys. Traction's doing a great job for RKM.
We'll get him after the pit stop.
For Aston Martin, and yeah, Fidel Gazoo.
I think that driver that's in that car now is pretty quick. I think he's their quickest one. Because they weren't that quick
you know, it's
on my
amazing.
stint.
And Alan Brown's in, still going. Michael Races, Chris says, great effort in streams. FRL, greatest event you've took part in to date. Good. Well, tomorrow. That's what we like to hear. That's why we put all the effort in, but that's why we build the community for everybody to join in. But if it wasn't for you guys being in the community and staying in the community and getting to know all the other drivers, it wouldn't be like this, would it? So
this BMW that I'm about to lap again, 420, reminds me of like Ghana or Saudi Arabia in this year's World Cup.
Comms by Coots, do a lot of the commentary within Formula Racing League and a couple of others.
Just there for the sake of
obviously,
it.
this is being streamed live
Make numbers.
in two places.
He's
One
got
on
Ghana in
my
the sweepstakes
YouTube channel,
at work,
Comes by
mate.
Coots
Wounded.
on
Yeah,
YouTube,
he's
and
like
also on
cursing on
the
Friday
Formula
night.
Racing League Twitch channel.
It's the first match today.
So please, anybody
No,
watching,
Monday.
we've all been at this a long time. I don't even know how my eyes are still open.
I thought it was Qatar. Oh no, it's England on
The
Monday.
phone hasn't gone.
Yeah.
I think it sounds
First
better than
match
it did
is
yesterday.
Qatar,
It was
Ecuador,
really
isn't it?
hoarse yesterday.
Yeah,
But yeah, do everything a favour. Drop a like or
Did
something.
you hear the
on
other day
YouTube.
that
Obviously,
there was
follow
saying that some
As
fucker
similarly,
in FIFA had been paying off Ecuador
on
to take
the Twitch channel.
a loss?
Yeah,
Take a dog.
So yeah, we're having a look at the moment at
surprising.
Lazar.
Like, you
Great
just put a
driving
lap
from
on the car
Lazar, and
behind
let's just
there.
have a quick run through. I know one thing I did do in the last session that I did on there, I made sure we went through
Watching
every
Qatar
single
versus
driver.
Ecuador,
Yeah,
I'd
because
rather
I
watch
think it's
Goats
only
versus
fair.
Llamas.
Dude, everyone's putting in that time. I think you've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drivers in each team. Obviously, I'm sure I want to see, and he's still going. Yanks is still going, or Yank.
Why do I keep losing 3/10 to my best through there? What did I do on the 19.4 through
Because this
there
guy-
that was
oh, it's
3/10
yellow
faster?
What a legend! Look, 24-hour solo on the back
Oh,
of
get
the
it.
speed, man. That's
think-
what that means.
The last few laps I've been watching you,
He's doing
it's
it
been
on
like
his
watching
own.
a game of Colin McRae
He's doing
Dirt.
it on his own. We've got 3 hours left to go. He's done
Yeah, I've
21
kind of,
hours in that beam.
Rear tyres on. They're a bit second hand.
Actually, I was
Yeah.
chatting with one of my teammates about this. When I
Maybe
was-
just hit the
before I
sweet
was
spot
doing,
and that.
my stint earlier on this morning.
Maybe.
Well, it's probably a lot earlier. It's probably about 4 o'clock. I was talking to Lurchies, and actually Lurchies is in the chat. Hello, Lurchies. Hello, Podium Chasers. You know, it's a rental fee for that. And we were saying, I hope he's got a room full of people watching it, because otherwise, and we know what a great achievement it is to complete a 24-hour race as part of teams and as part of this, what we're doing here at FRL. We're all going to feel that sense of awesomeness. Our man Thomas here,
God, look at
if he
his
finishes
pace!
the 24 hours and he hasn't got a room full of people
Massive.
throwing a party for him, what's he going to do? He's just going to go, oh, right, cool, that's that 24 hours done. I'm going to go to bed. So I hope he's got people cheering him on. Well, we're cheering him on. What an amazing achievement that is. So let's go a little bit. Let's go back to the top. Let's carry on with what we're doing. So we've had a look at the team first place. Second place, we've got Enrico Ferraris. He's obviously running the Ferrari, not the Ferraris, in the number 17. Last time was a 2:18.607. So evidently he's showing some
Hi, Bob.
good pace again. What else is going on live chat?
184 's in the
Races running on fumes. Okay, so well, they're obviously eking that stint out. Sonny's in again. Hey mate, how are you? How did your stint go? I did see you were out there just before me, or may have been at the same time as me. And Brizzle was on the monsters to keep him awake. Don't blame me, mate. And we do need to give him a special prize. We certainly do. And Chromadex, he can't keep away. He's in the live chat now, which is brilliant. He's just crazy, but we need mad people in this world. Of course we do. It would be more if everybody was the same way, certainly. So we've got Honda, Ferrari, Aston Martin. They are your top three at the moment. Now, can't stress enough. A lot better, thanks. No track limits or T-boning. Well, that is definitely an improvement from when we were last on the show together.
I want to know who the fuck put me on the hard tyres.
In fact, I think I kind of took that mantle because I managed to get a drive-through.
Fucking Ferrari strategy.
I mean, don't tell him in the arcade team before I got in the car, so it wasn't really my fault. I got punted by one person, and then I had a major issue. We'll talk about it later. I had a major issue, which actually ruined my experience this morning. Really annoying.
God, where are the rear tyres gone?
Lurchy says, was a pleasure this morning. Good to see you in the
Change
car.
setup or something?
It was a pleasure, Lurchy.
Took a couple of hammers to it in the pit stop.
Traction Dave in the 444 RKM Aston Martin, currently running in third place.
It might be because you're on TC1, you might have.
At this stage, I'm sure the RKM boys are not trying to
burn them up,
plot
to be fair, yeah.
a way to claw all those laps back. And they need to make sure they're keeping the lap between themselves and fourth and fifth place. That's definitely what they're trying to do. So Antonio Fideli is in fourth place and the 267 BMW. I mean, you know, I remember when we were watching the start of this, and I think it was the Campo that was in the car, and we were watching him coming back through the field. Obviously, that car very much caught my eye in terms of having two good drivers in it. And, well, Antonio looks like he is just as quick.
Yeah, they swapped their driver 184 off.
Yeah, they have. They've gone back to the slower driver again.
There's those in it now, and
he needs more than a medal.
He's getting
Daniel.
absolutely
Daniel
drawn in.
That, he actually needs a medal. Epic run 3-1-1 is a god.
End of this lap.
What are we on lappage? What are we on lap wise? One sec, let me just check. Because it boggles the mind. It's absolutely ridiculous. I need to check a different screen for that. Does it say there? Just give me a sec, ladies and gents, please. I don't want that.
Apex ammo.
Well, we do want that. That quick slap of the race is currently held by Enrico Ferraris in the number 17 Ferrari. That's a 217 815. That's not too shabby. That's probably a couple of attempts slower than me, but you know, I don't usually bring that out for an endurance race. Oh, we've got a little bit of contact there going on. And we have so the leader Nizar is on lap 527. That is correct. 527. Absolutely brilliant. Let's get on board. Let's see what it's like to drive a Beamer around Spa with a quick driver. Probably got one eye open, but that's good enough. Absolutely not. But I'll hold a place in my heart for P3. Yeah, BMW needs to give an M6 in real life. Oh, blimey. I mean, that's okay. You're sitting in his room, aren't you, Daniel? You're one of his fans. Of course you are. Of course you are. One of the guys. But yeah, I mean, it would be quite amazing actually if somebody from a manufacturer happened to wander across and have a look at our beautiful streams and go, actually, this guy is amazing. Let's give him a keyring, which is probably what they would do. And then we have
That was a good stint, that one.
Cesar Gazoo, and I was informed by a fan in the first session I did that Cesar is actually a real life GT World Challenge driver. Now, normally I would then hurry myself around on the internet to actually find that out, but I have to say I've been rather busy with doing lots of other bits and driving, so I haven't actually done that. So
fucking arse, really?
And if that is the case, then the
to be fair, actually, you reminded me, I'm going to go downstairs and get one ready for 2 o'clock when we finish.
Racing driver in there. We know he's rapid. Michael Races knows he's rapid. When he was doing this thing,
I should have had one before I started yesterday.
So
that was your problem.
If he can,
That's the setup.
No, I don't think there's a setup.
There's a lot to do.
No, you stay
One
there
of
for
can't-
the
the
car.
can't-
best runners, I would
I
have
should
to
have
say,
done, yeah,
from
just
watching
chilled
this
out a
entire
bit.
event so
You get
far,
nervous
is
energy,
this
don't you?
team. This team in 6th place. It's not
Turn the
because
wheel
it's Formula
sharply
Racing
and
team. It
stuff
really
like
isn't.
that.
Because obviously I'm driving an RKM. But Kelly's team, I have been really impressed. Kelly's done very well. John has done really well. Although I have to say, when we get to the number 41 FRL team, I have some words about that. Mr. Alex Zakda was very much in a hurry earlier on today. So much so that he decided to Verstappen a gap, which did not exist, and hurt my car. But there you go. These things happen in racing, no doubt. I'm a fan of number 14. I'm Danish, but 311
We're going to beat
is a
184
bit
out on
like
track.
Ricardo in Formula
I hope
1.
so.
Everybody just loves him, and that I think
It's
is
still
a
running,
brilliant.
He's coming up over us now. It's going to be tight.
Wow, a brilliant.
I
synopsis of
literally
that whole
pushed the
scenario.
boundaries of the pit
I
entry then
totally
as well.
and utterly agree with you, Daniel.
I was half and
Codeman
half
is in
whether it
as
was
well.
going to be
Hello,
a
Codeman.
stop and go.
Great
Oh, we beat him out.
fun.
We
and
Beat him
Best
out.
boys.
This is going to be tight. This is going to be tight.
No, we got him.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
He's too
Yeah,
far back.
Jester's
2
in as
seconds
well.
back,
Morning,
innit?
Jester.
Yeah.
Hope you're well, buddy.
Ooh.
I say morning. I mean, it's 11:15.
He gained
Really morning, is it? It's
20
like-
seconds while they pitted
It's,
them.
it's almost the afternoon, so it's fun sim
It was
racing.
about 20
Okay,
seconds
thank
behind
you,
them
Codeman.
when they pitted
Yeah,
on
fun
one.
sim racing.
about
Well,
that,
I hope you're enjoying this event.
Somewhere around there.
We're obviously
So.
going to get
Right, who's
to have a
next?
look at the car as well. In a very short period of time. So
Volkov.
impressed with what John, Kelly
149.
and Co are doing. Who else
Saying
is
it's
actually running
14
the team? Let me
seconds
just
up
give
the
you that
road.
information. Tugberg's in
Well,
there as
15,
well, and Depleton, of
14
course.
seconds.
No.
Yeah, so all of them good drivers.
Within 1 lap.
No, we're one
So
lap
they
behind
find
him.
themselves in sixth
yeah,
place.
yeah,
They
yeah,
are
yeah.
63
He's
seconds
14
behind
behind.
Cesar in fifth. But, you know,
Are they saying that? I
60
don't know actually. Let me have a look. Because when I
Vice
looked at this
is just
earlier,
coming into the pits in his Honda. They're currently running in 7th
Oh,
place.
we are not
Got
behind
number
him.
14.
They're only a double lap behind him.
Barbara, is this the Aston? It is indeed. Now, Marco Barbiera, I hope I got that right. Congratulations! Oh, we've got another 100 messages. Fantastic. That happened last time. Oh, that's unfortunate, Clothing. That is unfortunate, mate. Next one, got to get involved. We don't know what it is. Seen it all day and night. Wait, what are you saying, Richard? Oh, as in we don't know what the morning is. Yeah, no doubt. So I'm sure earlier on, and I think I probably need to maybe apologise to the 307. I'm sure it was that Mr. with that living on his Harvey moves up the spot in his number 44 BMW. Obviously, we have a story about these guys, and we'll obviously unfold that in a moment. Because I was in a massive spin, akin to something out of Top Gun, where Maverick and Goose get themselves into a jet wash and it's going round and round very, very fast. And this happened because, stay with me for a second, this is what ruined my stint. So I'm preparing for the pits, yeah? So I've got the MFD up, I'm looking to make any changes. Come on, Team 44, says a Motox Pro 123. So I'm preparing to do the pit stop. Yeah, I want to change the tyre pressures a little bit. I'm chatting with Cass in the Discord, making sure we're all good, making sure we're selected. And then, for whatever reason, my all-powerful Logitech G29, the D-pad decides that it is going to just play its own fun game and just go up and down the menu without me being able to do anything about it. So I'm frantically trying to make changes or get the right option as this thing's doing what it likes, and obviously I'm paying a lot of attention to that, and that caused me to spin, and round and round I went, and I think at some point during that spin, I know I had my eyes closed, the Aston unfortunately got taken out. So I do apologise for that if that did happen. Well, I did check all the firmware and stuff, yeah. I always check that, but I can reinstall it and see if that helps. I mean, if it does, that would be great, because that was absolutely crazy. And up until then, I'd started 25th, and up to that corner, which was 3 corners to go, I was still 25th, so I was quite happy with the stint. But yeah, it's all part of the experience, isn't it? So Harvey Mills in the 44 now. If you guys cast your eyes back, or if you've just joined us, these guys qualified very well. They had a really, really good start. James Perry is a very rapid dude, and he got a good start off the line. And during lap 1, he had a couple of little rubs and incidents and ended up out of line, out of position, a little bit of a spin, and then obviously had to wait for the train to go past. And he was just a magnet in the first couple of laps because obviously he's trying to get himself back up there. Jan's in the car at 20. Good man, I'll keep an eye out for you, don't worry. Jester says, wow, what we wowing at, Jester? What we wowing at? But they have really fought their way back up the field. Chris Kazuk's done really, really well. You know, obviously Harvey's doing well. They're doing extremely well at the moment, so I'm sure they will be happy with the fact that they've got themselves back up to 7th place. David Sparks is also in that team as well, so we'll see how they get on towards the end of the race. In 8th position, we have got
Shame
Thomas,
there's no
Radimay,
live data
in
of
the
when
202
people last pitted.
Porsche, last lap at 2:21.0.
We'll find out whether 2 and
8.5.
2 have got a pit.
Again,
Yeah,
everyone's in slightly
it'd be nice,
different,
wouldn't it?
different parts of their strategy, aren't
Let's
they?
face
They're
it,
gonna
we've
be
only got
mid-stint
2 left till the end.
at the beginning of their stint or at the end of their stint.
And the last one we can.
Fuel,
I'm
tyres,
sitting here now thinking, do we bother changing
all of
tyres
these
or we
things
just
are
do
gonna
fuel?
play a difference. We did have,
Yeah, do tyres.
I know.
There's no way you'll get 2 hours out.
We
Set
did
tyres.
have some a little smattering
Well, it'll only
of rain
be
in the
an
early
hour and a
hours of
half,
the
wouldn't it?
morning. Thankfully,
Really?
that all dried up.
No,
The
because
alert
I
cheese
put
was
it
in
on
the
the hour,
car. I
didn't
didn't
I?
have to
To
embarrass
get
myself
you guys back in the car.
in that situation. So we've had two.
Yeah, I pitted, what,
2
6
bouts.
minutes ago?
Nothing
Yeah.
major.
And
But
there's
it
2
does
hours
certainly
48
look
left.
at the moment that we've got. It looks like we're going to be dry and good until the end of the race, which would be.
For
No.
what it's
Fantastic,
worth,
wouldn't it?
what
So
you're gaining in the
Thomas
pit
is running in
lane,
eighth
probably
position.
about 5 seconds. It's
Vincenzo
really not worth
Soris
it.
is in
Oh, he's on
ninth.
track.
He's in the 307 Aston Martin. There we go. Sorry, dude.
Because you need to
If
done
you
a full
need to
tank of fuel,
report
takes
a
30 seconds anyway. About
Yeah,
28
Obviously,
seconds
ignore what
anyway.
I
So
said. And aim for the number 41 FRL car.
we're talking about us.
That'll do. They won't know, will they?
No.
They won't know. They're too busy. Oh, we've got a nice battle going on here. So again, you've
Now I've got the
different
car
people
on
at
rails.
different-
Should be back in the
different
18s
parts
now.
of their race, running different paces, different strategies. Some people are just literally
The
like,
experiment
we've been at
worked.
this for so long. Let's just bring the car home. Others are thinking, you know what, it's push. We can do something here. So Vincenzo's in ninth, and what's he? Good 32 seconds down the road from our man in 8th place. In 10th, we've got Jonas Baggersgaard. There we go, the number 14. There we go. There we go. And then we've got a 14 fan in here.
19-0,
There's
bastard.
your man. Okay, so
Close enough.
Daniel, number 14, just for you, Honda, last lap of 5:13.960. I'm pretty sure that may have something to do with pit stop. However, the front of that Honda doesn't look like it's been in the pits. I can't imagine anyone going into the pits and then not fixing the damage. But then again, they are only 15 seconds, aren't they? 15 seconds behind.
15-second
Whereas
penalty for
in ninth,
149.
So maybe that is, well, one of the
They
reasons
are-
for it, to be
ooh,
fair. So
19th.
Jonas is doing
Is it
his best.
19th?
I've just
Yeah, they're
opened that
19th,
gate,
they are, yeah.
loose
Yeah,
and
there's
just
19.
block his view.
I think they're only.
Yeah, so there is only 15 seconds between them. They are on the same lap. They're both on lap 5:21.
Yeah,
So
I don't know
that
what's
is
happened to the
position.
212 car. They
More
were
interesting as well, Sandro
fucking 14,
Iapello
I think,
in
yeah.
an 11th spot. Let's have a look at Sandro. There we go, look at that Aston. She looks rather tasty, doesn't she? Yes, she does. We're going to have a bit of Aston time in a moment. No worries, Daniel, you're welcome, mate, anytime. I do always say on the streams, please get involved. If you're on the YouTube channel or if you're on the Formula Racing, the Twitch channel, both the chats are in front of me. Get involved, say hello, tell me who you're supporting. Share some stories from what's happened over the last sort of 21 hours. You know, good, bad or ugly, no swearing. And no trying to get me to deal with tickets, okay? Because we had that when I was last on, and I don't care about tickets because I don't do tickets. A real Viking never fixes damage. We just ignore it and drive like hell. You sound like you're from the Kimi Raikkonen school of not really caring about this sort of stuff. How's the solo driver doing? Nick, he's doing really well. He's still in the race. He's in 23rd at the moment.
No
I
way
was
is he
massively bigging him up earlier on in the stream. And some of the
He was on
guys
about
have all said he
earlier.
probably needs himself a little present or a little
He
gift
deserves it.
because he's doing it on his own. And well, someone thinks that he should probably get a present from BMW, of which I would suggest it would be a keyring or maybe a coaster. That would be nice, wouldn't it? He's doing very well, very well indeed. Thanks for dropping by. I hope you enjoyed the rest of the show. Just aware of the FRL guys. We'll get there. We'll get there.
UPB 18.5.
Certainly. Right, so Sandro, what we're saying is Sandro in 11th place. Remember, Jonas in 10th is only 15 seconds behind Vincenzo. So here's Vincenzo again. Let's just have a little recap. Jonas is there. Jonas is 15 seconds down the road on the same lap. Sandro is 11.8 seconds down the road on the same lap. So these three, that could really develop into a battle. If I have a quick skim down what I'm looking at the moment, there's a few other gaggles of cars together that are on their own same lap. So we've got Mitra, we'll get to them in a moment. Yeah, so we do still have a few that are on the same lap. So Sergio is already
just going to watch the opening
in the 41. There you go, Jester. Here's Serge. Sergio in the 41 Aston Martin. So he's sharing this vehicle with James Williams, Dave Goodway, Benjamin Eck, and Alex Zakdal. And they're doing pretty well. I mean, they're in 12th spot. That is not too shabby. I mean, remember, we did start with 50. Let me just check. I think we got 41 in still. So we've had 9 either come out of the server or disconnected or something, which is a shame. But it's, you know, we've still got 41 teams at it with under 2 3/4 hours left to go, which I think is pretty monumental.
Shame about that no-time game, because I'm up on this lap as well.
Jonas was like, leave me alone, I know what I'm doing to He's shouting at the pit crew, I mean, oh dear. I bet that was probably because whoever he's got doing the voice on well, are you the pit crew, or are we talking, has he got like, oh no, has he got crew chief on or something like that? He's probably saying, come on Jonas, pull your finger out. And then he's probably going to shout at him, yes, Chester 12th, they're doing very well. I'll get the other FRL boys for you shortly. So Sergio's in the car at the moment. Those guys are on lap 5:22. So they're actually, they're a lap behind the 3 we were just talking about, but they are a lap ahead of this individual, Murad Husanov, in 13th place in the number 1 Ferrari. Oh,
another 18.5.
And we've got ourselves a little bit of contact there, haven't we? We don't want that. So we've got 2 Ferrari, but we don't. We've got Ferrari and two McLarens. And I know that white McLaren because I was fighting with it earlier on. Terence Keenan was in it. We'll see if he's still in it at the moment. And he is absolutely rapid. Is he still in that car? No, it doesn't look like it. So Murad is running in 13th place. Fight for P18. Get there. Get there. 0.1 in it. Oh look! It's Fabian Carner. That is.
Ooh, 15 second
just
penalty.
amazing.
Car 2-1-2.
Nice. Right, let's have a look at this scrap. It looks like it's going to be pretty good. How close do you want that? I mean, look at the scrapes. Look at the paintwork on that Aston. We've got one Aston versus the other. Where's he gone? Side by side they go up towards Blanchimont. Who's going to be bravest as they go through there side by side down?
The rumours are true. Qatar
the bus stop, and that move is complete. So Konstantin Volkov. Now I know Konstantin Volkov. I've had the pleasure of doing comms on him quite a lot, and the 305. The 305 gets a cheeky move done as well. That's Giuseppe
5 second penalty. Car 3-1-1.
Valeris in 17th position. So. Unfortunately, Fabian there
Mr. Solo / 5
but as
drivers behind him.
quite rightly pointed out earlier on, he's only been on. I'll have a look at car 14 in 1 second, dude. 1 second. So, Jan was pointing out earlier on that Fabian's only been on ACC for about 3 months and bang, straight into a 24-hour race. So, well done to you. Well done to you. And still running in the top 20, which is, you can't really ask for much more than that, really. To be fair, are these two pretty close? No, they're not. So Pascal Petris, Pascal, he does a lot of running in ERS as well. He comes over there, and he's running in the 96 Ferrari as the FBR guys. And yeah, quick driver, very consistent. So he's on lap 5:21. He's in a bit of no man's land at the moment. He's got a lap in front of him to Murad, and he's got a lap behind him to Guido Mitra, who we shall have a quick look at right now. So Guido in the 181 Ferrari. Evidently, this is the Italian job team. I think they have about 400 teams in.
Just come out of Lake On,
or maybe just 4. something like that. They've got a lot, which is great. It's absolutely fantastic.
Still a lap ahead of us. though, I
Keddy's
think.
in the live chat, faster. Try and Keddy, try. I did give you guys a little big up earlier on. Been impressed with the consistency there, and loving the update photos that have been going out on Facebook and stuff of the rig and all that. It's really good. Zach Dell's in. So, Zach Dell, are you still in the chat? Can you just pop a yay or nay in the chat, please, if you're still in there? That'd be really good. And Milden's in. Hello, buddy. And how are you on this fine Sunday morning? Zach Dell is in. Right, Milden, hold your horses, wait there a minute. Right, so Mr. Zach Dell, do you remember at approximately, I would say, 8:30, or maybe 8:28 or 8:35 this morning, you came up behind this really nice little McLaren. Yeah, this little Red Kings Motorsport McLaren.
5-second penalty
And
for car
you knew I
4
was in
and 4.
because you could see my name. And the gap, there was no
they
gap
are
there. And you just,
fail.
I mean, you made a gap. And when I saw you making that gap, I was like, I'm not getting in his way. I am not racing this dude. On you go. Bye-bye. But, yeah, I mean, I would have moved out of the way. No problem. No problem at all, but good, let's keep it on. Good. I'm glad you're well, Ben. I'm glad you're well. Yeah, so we are, what are we not? 2 hours, 38 minutes left of the 24 hours of Spa.
A bit murky, isn't it?
Yeah, struck it by
I don't
3.
think anyone's had any sleep. As I say, I definitely haven't had
It's not
any
overcast
sleep
on the,
at all. Hutch is in as well. Mate,
weather
I'm
delta, though.
I feel a
No,
bit
weather
tired.
delta looks
I
good.
do feel a bit jaded, but you guys are all going to keep me busy. The action on there is going to keep me busy. That's all good. The stint was all right, mate. Actually, the stint was good until my. I'm not going to redo the story. My steering wheel, when I was changing the settings to come into the pits on the last lap, went completely bonkers and was making its own selections. And Jan's informed me I need to reinstall the software on it, which caused me to spin. And I tried to kill someone, metaphorically speaking. And I've apologised for that, but that ruined the stint. So I came out and started the stint 25th, 3 corners to go, was still in 25th. So I was quite happy with it. Enjoyed it until that point.
I'm just going to make coffee.
I'm not making it. I don't do that, Chris. Stop it. Aston ahead of me braked way earlier than expected and brought. Yeah, I think that McLaren did outbrake himself, to be honest. I think he needs to learn how to drive again. There's some good feedback, exactly. Or maybe it was just the case of I hadn't had any sleep and thought I don't want to crash into anyone. And it's the first time I've driven the McLaren. Anyway, have you had a good flow, mate? The coffee. I cannot tell you how much coffee I've drank. It is ridiculous. You want me to say that? You want me to do a crofty? But I'm not a crofty. Coops has his own saying. Coops has his own. My sayings are about hello podium chasers and comms by Coops out. Yeah, I'm not going to go. It's lights out and away we go. Lewis and Max. Right, number 999. They have damage. Well, Woody's in the car. We'll check him out in a moment. And I do have a bone to pick with them as well, actually, because I heard Chica on his stream questioning who M. Cooper was. Like he should have not have known that. But Guido's doing pretty well. Guido, you've had loads of time. See you later. So, Philip Toma in 16th place is in the 313, and the McLaren last lap was a 2:19.030. We've got somebody thinking, wow.
Been a crash at a roof.
Yeah,
massive lift off
313.
the oversteer there, Philip, as you saw that. So, on the way up, we'll see if it will do.
128.
Replay. Go. Right, so on the way up, Radion, you can see we've got a Beamer all out of shape, and evidently Phillips just backed straight out to throttle there. We know exactly what's going to happen. The car's just going to go light, the back end, all of that aerodynamics is going to work not in the favour in an instant, which is unfortunately what happened to Philip there. So in 18th position, Thomas is going to, what's happened to Thomas? No, just coming out of the pits, that's fine. Where do we get to? So Giuseppe Di Valeris in a 305, doing very nicely in that Aston Martin. Hold on. What are they doing to me? Right, have to tell me how you got an invite. Nobody asked me to drive. Well, everybody wanted somebody famous in their team, Chris. That's an obvious one, dude. You sound a bit like him. We want Coops. Yeah, so do I, Daniel. So do I. Oh, dear. Not that I could have. I know, mate. It's not Martin. okay, anybody watching, you're probably thinking, why is this guy just getting abused by everyone in the live chat? That's because I've been doing this for a long time with a lot of these individuals, and abuse generally seems to be the way that these streams go. It's all friendly banter, obviously.
We a bit close.
Let me check him out. Right. Jan thinks Woody's been in the war. Let's have a look. He thinks his car's looking a little bit wayward. So we've got.
Funny thing
sort of
is,
Dewsbury's in.
we didn't actually lose any time and
We'll
still got
check
no
one
time
out.
gained.
Where's Woody? There he is. 38th position in the triple
Here.
line. Let's get a closer look at that Beamer. Let's see. No, I don't think so. I think she just looks a little bit grimy. Probably from the little shower we had earlier on. Doesn't look like any sort of war damage, really. Not that I can see. Maybe I'm wrong, yeah. Maybe these glasses aren't strong enough, but not what I can see at the moment. So Konstantin Volkov in 18th position, the 149. I've commentated on Volkov quite a lot in the Pure Sim Gear GT3 Friday
Before
series, and he is.
I come into the pits next.
He is absolutely rapid.
Do you fancy
Really
looking
consistent.
back on my
It'll be
stream
a
to my
hard
last
one,
pit stop for
Um,
the tyre pressures, and I'll
He's got
give you the
fucking bonnet
offset
syndrome
ones
there, as you
because
can
it
see.
feels so
Just-
much better.
Just tinker around a bit. Should do a traction Dave Michael races and put your name in game to comms by Coops. Well, yeah. Do you know what? I shouldn't I? I mean, it is on the Discord, but. Right, Aston time, everybody. Sit
Now
back,
it's gonna
enjoy.
overcast.
What more do you want to listen to at 11:34 in the morning? Go. There we go. That's fed my little urge to listen to the horrible, dirty Aston for a
5
while.
second penalty for car
So
17.
Constantine is in
Oh,
18th
E2.
place. Sergio Zorio's pitted from 12, so that may be a driver change. We'll check
15
that
second
out.
penalty for car 1 to
Who's
8.
singing in the tune?
Can't see where he is. I think he's.
Daniel, I'm loving it,
It's him.
but let's see what he says. I'm not going to read it out because I can see there's maybe a little
Fuck me,
word.
there's penalties everywhere.
I'm
See
looking
the
at this.
leaderboard.
Yeah, I'm looking at it now. 18th, 20th, 23rd. That's just what I'm looking at in here.
My volume, Hutch, is that what you're saying? Is that better? I just made a little tweak. Number 2, because I'm not Danish. Well, that's fair enough. Danish I am not. Hutch, are you saying that's better? Or maybe, because I know you had at least 10 beverages last night plus JD's, because you told us live on the stream, maybe your hearing is the thing that is impaired rather than the
Did you
volume
sort
of
your
my
pressures
voice.
out just before the pit
Tell
stop?
me what you think.
Yeah.
Okay, so Constantine, we've had a look at him in 18th position. Then look, there's Fab, he's still running again. I won't call him Fab, doesn't sound good, does it? Just as like, in the number 18.
I think
no,
it was
when
about
you went to the Aston.
2 or
looks
3
like
laps
that.
before, maybe.
Get it, Hutch.
I had it on the screen for about half a lap.
They don't say volume up though, do
but
they?
it-
I mean, if we're going to do that, Hutch, listen, if we're going to do that, what they do is they have this little icon, don't they, and they say audio up. Seriously, just make the car sound proper. We'll take
Screenshot
over
it,
to number
just in case
18 in
it
10
was
minutes.
about
Alright,
work.
Jan. Alright, I'll put an alarm on. There we go. 10 minutes time, it's the Jan show. I'll keep an eye on you, mate. Keep an eye on you. Fabian's doing a great job there. And so rounding out the top 20, we've got Marianne Zink in the 212 Audi. Previous lap time 220, 235. And again, this is good. You know, we were all talking through the night, and we were all thinking about the different strategies that
Audi's
people
4
are going to
seconds a lap
deploy
slower than
today.
him.
And we were like, well, is everyone going to stick the fast guys in first? Yeah. Then let the not quite as fast.
With
People
16
go
laps
second.
of my stint
Yeah.
remaining,
and then
that's,
sort of the minions
what,
of
48 seconds?
Yeah,
can sort of, well, obviously we're not talking about the fast teams.
and he's got a 15-second penalty on
They're
top
not
of it.
minions, are they?
Nice.
That's
That'll
okay,
bring
Hutch,
us
don't worry
right
about it.
near
I'll
it
let you
now.
off. Yeah, but you know, we were thinking, what's the strategy? Are the big boys going to come out and play again for the end of the race to see if they can make up any places? Fabian is absolutely fabulous. He is. I was going to say, Chris. Oh, you loved absolutely fabulous.
Get back in the mid-18s
It
then.
was a decent show back in its time. I'll give you that. My mother used to love watching Jennifer Saunders doing French. Smiley's given away a bit of his age there. It's alright, 58's fine. Right, Matt Lee's running in 21st place. Actually, haven't actually had a look at Matt Lee. He wasn't in the car last time. But looking at that McLaren, I believe that may be... I just want to check if... So Matt Lee's sharing with Dan Whitehouse, Scott Bradley and Ryan O'Sullivan. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, indeed. It wasn't the one that I thought it was, but then... So Matt's doing pretty well, isn't he, really? 21st place, 2:19 flat. I mean, that's some decent pace, isn't it? And he is in 21st position on lap 521. He's also not... He's on the same lap as Jen Urzo. We'll have a look at that in a minute. And our solo warrior, Thomas. I mean, he should just get 1,000 subs straight away, just for being that awesome. If he hasn't already, I don't know. I'll have to look him up after. So yeah, Matt's running 21st there, and then we've got Jen Urzo in the 184. Again, this is the Italian racing
back
team.
in the mid-18s-ish.
Right.
So Urzo is 19 seconds down the road, but they are on the same lap. Okay, so things can happen. And again, you think at this stage of the race, you're thinking about, that looks juicy, doesn't it? Indeed. Well, it did. Until that happened. So, Giuseppe, Marianne's just put a move on Fabian. I'm not going to show that because that's going to upset Jan. And that was for 19th position.
So
Marianne's managed to move
by
up
20
there.
seconds.
Now Marianne is now also...
See ya!
I was just looking at that on the leaderboard then.
But their team's
That
well
is a lot
pissed
further
off.
than that. So our man, our one-man warrior. Easy. I'm too old, but my next birthday. Oh, somebody's giving me a little wave. Now that type of wave that comes through from Formula Racing League, I would suggest that would be Keddy, but I don't think it is. So who is behind the Formula Racing League? Is it Mr. Williams again, or is it somebody else? There's a team in the race. Well, there wasn't, Daniel, but there might well be now. I mean, I've got a whole pack of chewing gum here. I could write BMW on it. But it's not a bad shout, actually. Not a bad shout at all. So, Thomas is still running in 23rd on lap 521. And then in 24th place, we've got Sven Corbin. Again, somebody that I know very, very well. And Sven, now this is the little McLaren that I was fighting against earlier on today. And this car's being shared between Corvin, Jay Clark and Terence Keenan. Now when Jay Clark was in the car, I thought I'm going to have a battle here because times are very similar, we're closing each other down, all this sort of stuff. And then he decided to pit and just ruined all my fun because Mr. Terence Keenan got in the car and he's
Yeah, I went near that. They were in the 17s.
And
Yeah, he said
well,
earlier
just
it was 17
coasted
something.
past
17.6 I think.
within a lap,
7.
and I didn't see him again until now. But they're doing pretty well in 24th
Yellow
position,
flag,
so that's
325.
25th, we've got Roberto Balatti in the 59 McLaren. Let's have a look at that one.
Oh, 35th he is.
Those guys have been pretty racy, I have to say.
267 in
It's
the
a
hits.
rather deep red McLaren there. Yeah, that's what I thought, Chris. Must be Keddy. Give that man a package you've got. But I don't have a BMW. Unfortunately. Why don't we see if we can get them to give me a BMW and I'll test drive it for, say, a year, and then I'll give it over.
Fucking hell.
They wouldn't let me do that either.
Heather Mills who's driving.
But again, this is the ideas. So, Blatty's running in 25th. He's on
That's
that
what he said,
520.
actually.
Again,
You
he's in
know,
the same
I
sort
was
of position
thinking
now. He's a lap
there was
behind.
me on
Corbin.
PlayStation.
He's a lap
And I showed him that 8 hours winding
of
after
Chris
Swiss ride.
Ramaker.
And he
Yeah.
goes, right, he goes, oh, you got Ronnie O'Sullivan drive. Because it had R.A. Sullivan, didn't it?
In his McLaren,
Honestly, the amount of
27
open
McLaren
lobbies I go into and go,
23
oh, is it Ronnie?
flats. So that would be
It's like, come on.
that's steady Eddie pace. That's what you've got to say with that as well.
Or even
The
when
thing
I'm at
is,
work.
your accent's quite similar to his as well.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, he's Essex as well, so like,
Don't touch.
oh, damn, it just winds me up.
Thankfully, and
Every
Chris
time I
decides,
work,
"I'm
oh,
gonna
you
keep one
need
out
to
of the way
run
of that." Cool. Yeah, Vauxhall.
No.
Yeah, do that. Why don't we come together and go really old school and buy
Get the
Nova,
tickets.
which I hate, and buy some kind of 2-litre engine and stick it in it, and then pretend we all like to go to things like Max Power.
A lot of miserable prick that can play
Kids our
snooker.
age did back then.
No.
Really?
I can't play
So
snooker.
Chris is happily running 26th at the moment, and then we've got this man here, which I want to have a look at. I'm not going to be biased, but it's my team. Aaron's back in the
147
car,
wee.
6, last lap 2:19.
There's a driver with a certain Jews
No
group.
doubt Aaron and Evan within
Yeah,
the
that's
Team
good.
2 for Formula Racing.
Got
Crash
a
would have a field day
fantastic
there.
4 ahead of
They
us.
are the quickest drivers.
Richard Reed.
I mean, they're that fast and we're that slow. There had to be 6 of us in the team, so they were hoping the 4 of us,
Fours in the pits.
Jamie, Cass, and Lurches, they were hoping that together we might be able to drive at a half decent pace. But we had other ideas and said, hey, now you guys were in 11th earlier. We'll give it you back in 25th, 26th.
It's got cloudy,
It's
but the
about
track
the same
temperature stayed the same at
challenges.
22.
So Aaron's doing pretty well there. Now, in terms of lapping, she's on lap 5:20, so he can challenge.
Yeah, the day's warming up though, isn't it?
Chris
It's midday. Coming to midday.
What's the gap?
Car 495's got
5 seconds between them,
another
so,
penalty.
Fucking
I mean,
hell.
that's a sizable gap, but remember, Chris was doing
They set the
2:22
tone of their
flaps.
race in lap 1.
Aaron's doing 2:19. That's
Or lap
just
2,
over
basically, at that
2:19.2.
fucking
So it's a
Aston at the bus
4-second-ish gap between them. So
Oh
that-
yeah, you went
know,
dive
that
you
won't
dive on
take
me the
too
lap
many
after you
laps,
done him,
Chris.
didn't it?
Yeah.
That one, that it.
12 odd
Yeah.
laps if they stay at exactly the same pace and there's no incidents. That would probably
I
work.
still think that
Good
Porsche
luck, Aaron.
spinning at the top of Radion,
28th
I miss
place,
both those
we've got
cars.
Giuliano Guarneri. What a great name that is. And I was
insane.
going to say, that sounds potentially like
Yeah, that was after we got
the Italian drivers.
done the first time, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It is like doing the
the
ERS
other cars
commentary, to be
rolled
fair,
up.
because
Right,
that is
yeah.
all European individuals. There are three British
Either.
chaps in. We've got Clarkson.
You can't see because he's in the
King,
bottom of the hill,
something
and then you
else,
come
which
over the
are
top, and
difficult.
you say, yeah,
Rest
it's gone there,
very
so to
exciting.
get around then.
Which is great. It just expands. Well, there's been more to do. So, Giuliano running in 28th position on lap 5:17. Does have someone else on the same lap as him, which will be Ryan Reed behind. Ryan's 28.5 seconds. Further down the road in 29th position. So let's have a look at Ryan's Aston. There you go. It's the Wessex boys. Doing very, very nicely indeed. So whilst we're just making our way through everybody, I am keeping my eye on doubters. Yep, so don't worry. Something looks like it's getting close. We will cut to that. We don't want to miss any actual race action, as it were. But again, I think it is only right and fair that we give everybody some airtime. Everybody should get some airtime. Hence why I'm also letting everyone know who they're sharing the cars with, because it may be that at different times on streams, not everybody's been mentioned, and you're all here. You're all
Right.
putting in the
You're on the
hours,
same lap
so
as
you
car
deserve to have that mentioned.
Yeah,
So
car
on
ahead
that
now, you're on the
front,
same
the
lap as
guys
the person
sharing
now.
the car.
And I'm still lap
where's
behind.
Ryan?
Only just
Where's
though.
Yeah, he's going through a rouge. But he's got a
Okay,
lot
so
of traffic
Ryan is
behind him.
sharing his vehicle with Afonso Suto, Sergio
Half the
Mariano,
fucking field's
Adam
going
Coote,
down this straight here now.
Lewis Kett are the co-drivers for Ryan, and actually I need to do
212's
that.
at the head of
I
that.
need to do that for the other guys, don't
Yep.
I? P8 and P9.
Hopefully it causes him
It's good,
problems.
because what happens is everyone knows I'm just going to waffle on and give everyone airtime. So the other smart individuals just keep their eyes on other little bits that are going on. So let's have a look at P8 and P9. Thank you very much. I'll have a little bit of that indeed.
P20's in the pits.
So
Car 18.
Oh yeah, it's just come in, yeah, that's why it was
our
showing
move's done. So
back
Jonas,
behind, so we are on the same lap as him now.
the Viking warrior with a broken body, doesn't care about the aerodynamic effects on that.
So their
just
pit-
wants to get there
Pit
quicker.
strategy is offset.
Finds himself.
Yeah, they're
So,
20
we're level with
minutes. They're 20 minutes into the hour, aren't
Sorry.
they? So they're gonna.
They're going to have to pit
they're
twice.
gonna have to- Yeah, they're gonna have to.
Yep.
They're gonna have
Source is
to
going down
fuel
there.
save or
Jonas
pit.
is just coming towards the source.
They're gonna have to pit twice
Sandro
regardless,
is a
'cause
bit further downfield, so evidently that move was done and dusted. But thank you,
Yeah,
Chris.
130 minutes left,
Is it-
130 minutes of the stint
I
time,
appreciate that.
140
Now
minutes
I've
left of
got
the race, so
remember
he's going to have to pit.
right, we were doing Ryan Reed.
That's
So
like the
like-
stop and
go.
Giuliano
It's
Guarneri
like-
shares
96
his
yellow
team
flag.
with Mika Cavatera, Damiano Baracco,
14 it was.
Giacomo Palladino, Matteo
It's like
Minelli,
Ferrari going on to
Pasquale
Blanchimon.
Ricciero. It's brilliant. pit bulls playing demo all the time. ACC TV does the same to me. That's why I just decided not to laugh, just to not bother me. So we've been through the 29
God.
of Ryan Reed.
Hopefully he's not near me.
No, I think he's near that 212 though, so you can do us a favour.
So
See,
Western
999.
Racing just making their way through the
A brown in it, yeah.
A big smelly brown.
Yeah, this is what it's about. 2 hours 20 minutes left, just
Oh,
under. It's now about just keep
Come on, Aston, get out of my way.
not.
This was the car that was causing all
Mistakes
sorts of fucking problems in the
That's
night.
fine.
You
But
want
it's
3
about trying
miles there,
not to
that's it.
make those mistakes. If that means you're a little bit slower and you leave yourself a little bit more margin, maybe in terms of where you place
Cheers,
the
buddy.
car, or braking points, acceleration points, you know, how twitchy that right foot is of yours. They're all the right things that you need to do at this stage. Okay, unless it's an absolute fight for position. But again, even with 2 hours to go,
Oh!
I've heard that. Didn't see it, but I heard it.
Steve Lauren is in 30th
Oh, up
position.
and doesn't-
There we go, the 127.
Took a fair bit of right-hand curve
Shall
from
we?
Rouge,
That was
I may need to change my
Quite nicely
trousers.
there.
That was a big smelly brown moment.
Seconds down the road from Ryan
That was
Reed,
a
lap
brown
down,
moment.
unfortunately, but he's sharing that 5:18 with 2 others, which we will obviously have a look at very, very shortly. Sharing this particular drive.
I didn't lose
we've
any
got
time from it.
Marco
somehow.
Russo, Campos, Jean Guillaume, and Mathis Gonet. However you would actually pronounce that. So 31st we've got Tobias Piachotta. In the tacos BMW, I know
There's a
Chris
lot of
alluded to
traffic
this
in front
earlier
of
as well, like I did. Taco, we love tacos at Formula Racing League. And by the way, I have to say, if you haven't had a look at what
212's
else
right
we
in the mix of it as well.
you know, we're all here for a long time. Put up another screen. Have a look at the
737 drive-through.
.co.uk website. Have a look at all of the stuff we've got going on. Not just on PC. We've got leagues that have been running on PS4 and PS5 since they began on those consoles. And where is the link to Tacos? Tacos was one of the... Initially, it was like the main series on a Tuesday evening, Taco Tuesdays, and that has just grown and grown and grown, and you've got 3 full grids on PS5,
P5.
full grids on PS4.
P6.
It's fantastic. So we like that one. We like that one. Tobias is sharing his drive with, let's give you that information, Olya Atol, Alexei Kulabukov, that Alexei, I think it was you, stuck to me earlier on with that name. Well done. And then we've got Stefan
He's,
Nevetsky.
Take a completely
That's a
different line.
good one. I need a bit of practice on that one. And Alexander.
That's that M6.
This is good. That's
Nice
as
rejoin.
good as I can get that particular team. And I've just realised I did a different team. So Tobias shares with Robert Webber, Philip Pechotta, Lucas Ray, Max Webber, and Alexander Tannhausen. That was a wrong, so he was in the same 30th position. So here we have.
Fuck you!
Pits. Have a look at them already. So Stefan in the 495 BMW, currently running in 34th position.
Yeah,
Last
you
lap was
gotta
a
do for the
220 flat,
BMW there.
which is, you know, 220. It's quick. 220. I know it's not 260.
Not allowed to put that
270
again, though, are we?
fast. It's a normal human being. So 220
Say what, sorry?
is
We're not allowed to cut that chicane now, are we? We'll get a fucking
to
30
keep
second
having
stop
that
and
pace
go.
on
Oh,
stage,
yeah.
Whatever.
he's always impressive.
I did do it in my stint again on purpose just to wind him up. I've done it in front of the 87 as well.
Right, so let's move on to car number 74.
Is that like Uber?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 74.
Yeah, when we got our final warning for the blue flag defending, we also got a 5-second penalty for cutting and gaining advantage.
Come on, big brain. Stop the position.
Well, we were unlapping ourselves.
Yeah, we were being grassed up by 87 because they couldn't control the car and were slowing us down, so
Just jump on board. Let's
Somebody went for the
You're
overtake.
fine on here, but Twitch is very jittery.
and
Report this for it.
they were all over the
Don't-
place,
can't-
so we cut the chicane
I
to
don't know,
avoid
mate.
him, and then
It's restreamed.
they grassed him up saying
is
that he
restreamed,
was
my
blocking.
friend. So I don't know why.
cut the
it would be. If
chicane
I
and
just
gained
check
an advantage.
Let me check my vitals out, please. Smiley.
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it, when you got... I mean,
No,
there's no one bars in the sportsmanship, is there? It seems.
Nope. So I'm not sure why it's doing that on the Twitch, unfortunately. But as I say, I know I'm looking at both. I mean, they're both
311's binned it at
just remember,
Launchmore.
guys, this is being sent out both on the Twitch. If that seems a bit twitchy, sorry, then come across onto the YouTube channel. You can watch them both. ADS Thursdays, Audi Evo 2 at Imola this Thursday. So Hutch runs
going up a roof,
Thursday
we're
with
catching.
PS5, and we call it Arrive, Drive and Survive.
They've got to
Bit
serve
like
that
going
penalty
through
in the pit stop.
Rayon and Eau Rouge, really.
Yeah. I'll bring you right in with that one.
Track temperature's gone back up by a degree.
Easily coaxes that Aston up the hill. So let's see who Matt's sharing his drive with, shall we? Matt's sharing the car with Stephen Tomazic, Neil Eldridge and Corey Haslam. They are the 4 individuals involved with car number 44 from Big Brain Racing. Attraction Dave is in the live chat. I will say good morning, Stu. We've got 7 minutes left in the morning. You did quite well in your stint traction, didn't you? Michael was that scared to talk to you. He had to go over into my chat, into Team 2's chat, as to not put you off. But well done, man. Is all okay in the land of the 444? So that's a good question. To be quite honest with you. So Redphone's doing really nicely there. Good pace on him. In 34th place, so Stefan's obviously moved down the grid a little bit, which is unfortunate. We've already ran through details on that one. And then in 35th place, we've got 325 BMW, which is Adriano Gregorelli. Where are they at the moment? So last lap at 2:24.467. Okay, yeah, not too shabby, buddy. It's going really well. Still got 2 track cuts if we need them. Keep them in your pocket, dude. Keep them in your pocket. Good to hear. Good to hear. It's good to watch.
I am very disappointed that I haven't got into car 87 at any point.
Yes, we've seen that sometimes, aren't we? So
Yeah, he's on the Kemmel Straight at the
Matt Wise
minute.
on 5:16. So Adriano's in a really difficult position at the moment. And Kino's saying well done to Dave, 100%. Adriano's on lap 5:16, so he's 2 laps ahead of Salvatore Toscano in 36th place, but he's 3 laps down on Stefan. So really is in a sort of no man's land at the moment, and I think the motivation for Adriano and his team, which, as we've been doing with everyone else, is Niccolo De Fade, Francesco Marchetti, and Carlo Dorazio. Like that one. I like that. Those individuals, I think your main aim at the moment is going to be just to have some stability and get to the end of the race, because you never know what's going to happen in the front. You just don't. You don't know what's going to happen. So just got to keep that pace there. Well done to you guys for getting this far, most certainly. In 36th place we have Salvatore Toscano, who's running in the 182 BMW for the Italian job, and I do believe this was potentially the one we were just looking at earlier on.
44 seconds behind car
2 major. Salvatore is on lap 5:15, so Salvatore's sharing his lap with the individual behind. We'll look at that a little bit.
Where are they? About
second.
Stavolo?
Let's see who
they are.
Salvatore is sharing his drive with today. Where are they?
Yeah, Stavlo. Just ahead of the 149 car as well.
Luigi Colucci, David Medui, Antonio Pina Antonio. That name was definitely out listed when I last did it, and then Giorgio Burgio. Nice. And traction. There's a bit of a love fest going on in the chat. It's great. Good to see. Good to see. So that's 36th place, ladies and gents. Right. Reynaldi Wijaja.
Get yourself ready.
Great. 2:21, 2:87 was the last lap in 37th place. That's a lovely livery. And again, you might, if you're watching, you might be thinking, come on, Coops, why are you not looking at all these other cars? Yeah, it's very simple.
Right, 10 minutes time up. Piss and get ready to go.
2 hours and 10 minutes left. A bit longer. I want everybody to have some airtime. Everyone that's put the time and effort into their liveries, or have got a friend or family member or someone in their team that's done the liveries, everyone needs to see that. Everyone needs to be congratulated for being still out on track, or their support network. So we're looking at Rinaldi at the moment. So Rinaldi's sharing his drive with Billy Ebenhazer, Rafif Pahashtia, that's a good name, Ferdy Jerry Ramadan. So those 4 individuals are sharing the 420.
The leader's just pitted as well.
So
So
just got to keep it going.
one less person to overtake
Going.
them.
In 38th position, we
Do you
have...
want to give me those tyre pressures?
We have
Yeah.
Fine.
Alan Brown in the 999 BMW. Now we know Woodward was driving this car earlier on. We know Gedman was driving. Well, you might not know, but I know Gedman was driving this car earlier on, as was Chica.
So
And,
front left
yeah,
26.4,
so I did say we'd touch on the story.
Yep.
front right 26.7,
They're running on
rear
that
left 26.2, right rear 26.7.
1 lap, 2 laps. Okay, so they're not really going to make up any places at this stage. However, Brizzle with a 220.3. That's some good pace. That is very good pace.
Brizzle
Funny
with
story. Well, not
220s.
funny story. Brizzle only pulled it over from sort of console. It's probably about 10. Probably.
I might
maybe
adjust the right
10
rear
weeks,
down.
Maybe a smidge longer than that. Not
a
much
click.
though. And he just took
It's
to
been
it.
at 28 the whole stint.
And, it's really nice meeting him when we had an FRL meeting with Donington a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Good to meet so many
Put
chaps
that down.
that we spend a lot of time chatting to, and all those good bits. That's what we do in FRL. That's why you should all come and join FRL. But Alan's doing pretty well there. So the story that I was going to allude to was when I was doing my stint, a certain chap called Ian Thompson was driving, and I came out the pits. And then Gedman comes on, and Gedman had just woken up. You could tell him. He said I'd just woken up. And Chica was like, well, who's M. Cooper? And Gedman, I know he literally just opened his eyes, but he had to think. And he got there, bless him. But then Chica said something on his stream, and I didn't quite catch it. Now, I think what he said was, this guy is godly. That's what I think he said that.
47's
I mean, he
pitted.
might not. But if he's not watching, we never know. So I'll go
They're
with
in
my
front of
option.
us.
I think it was really
Yeah,
impressive
quite a bit in front of
pace
us,
and
though,
how
but
well I spun
they
the
only
car
picked
to
about 10
get
minutes
Aston
ago.
Martin. But yeah, Gedman, Thompson, Woodward and Alan Brown, they are your that Formula Racing League team currently with us. And again, well done you chaps. It doesn't matter whether you're 38th, 41st.
2 on 2 is
I won't
right
come
in
for a
front
second
of me.
because those positions
Oh,
obviously
yeah, it's the
do
next car.
matter.
Fucking hell.
Because those guys would be gutted if they didn't get a podium after being
He's lapping
so
2
long.
to 3 seconds a lap
In
slow.
39th position, we have Liam.
I
Saki
smell
Bostock,
Audi.
in the 205 BMW.
Yeah.
Disclaimer going out there for a second, ladies and gents. If you all hear either some rather loud children or banging or stomping, I am in my little man cave, comms cave office type thing, and
Car's
there
in the
are
sweet spot now.
beautiful little children running around the house. Of course there are. So, just to let you know. Yeah, so Liam Wazaki Bostock in the 205 BMW. Now, there was a big clamber earlier on, if you remember. It was sort of, hello, OSR, Romain, how are you? I will get to number 129. I'm sure I've already done that one, but we will go back and have another look for you. Just bear with me.
495,
for 2
another
minutes.
drive
Just
through.
wanna finish this little segment, please. So there was a big clamber earlier on, that 205. And I did ask, I did say, well,
They're
you know,
experiencing what
was
we
the-
experienced at the beginning of the race.
They've had a shocker
process
since
behind
12
the-
hours. They've had an absolute
And the
howler.
answer from one of the drivers was, we wanted the car to stand out. And these Simplay guys, they've got that down to a T. And you're never going to miss that car.
Try and run,
I mean,
Audi, come here.
It was pretty scary in front of me when I did my stint.
They're like behind you, but you're still going to overtake you if I don't win
Well
it.
done to you,
87's in the
Liam
pits,
was
so
sharing
you
his
might see
drive, incidentally, with Naris Plevins and Matthew Duffy. And that
Would be
those
nice.
three
181's just pitted, he's
individuals are
P15.
completing this rather epic endurance event. In 40th place, we've got Luke Michael.
I've still got 17 minutes on my stint time.
Whichever way BMW drivers need to learn to drive, just saying. Traction Dave. I know you're probably just doing a slight at your mate Michael because he
So
hasn't
that
been.
means that
Probably just
it'll be an
because
hour
you're
and
jealous
50.
you've got
Do
an
you want
MX-5.
to
You probably
calculate
both went to
fuel
the same
for
place and said, I want to
55
drop
minutes, or are you just going to...
Yeah, and then you
whack
closed
full
your
tank
eyes
in
because I
anyway?
know you're a chilled.
It'll probably be more like 50 minutes if I can stretch it to the 65-minute mark.
I'm trying to deflect in case you're
Yeah.
trying to say something about
That,
the
that,
BMW
that should mean
drivers.
that you'll have like a
So anyway,
45
Mitchell
minute
in
lasting,
128
so you might only need like 90 minutes.
226
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
flat.
90, maybe
So that
95
car
at most.
is, by no means on the pace.
Oh, the Audi's feeling the pressure.
But
You're a lap ahead,
the
buddy.
one thing that car is doing,
But we're coming for
it's
you.
in 40th place. It's still running. Yeah, after what we're talking about. 2 hours and 5 left. So after almost 22 hours, it's still running. And Luke is sharing his drive with
2-1-2 drive through.
Nice.
Condomine,
And the 15-second penalty.
Coin Julien, and Henrik Ferrari. Those are your individuals in the 128. And then finally, last but not least, and seriously not least,
You can't chicane now.
Bimo Haya in the 69 BMW. Last time 415.
17 repeated as well, 305. They all seem to be picking around the same time.
Doesn't look
325's off at Hugon.
car doesn't look massively damaged, maybe so that's why we picked stop. Maybe the longer stop to fix some previous damage. How is the man by himself? Is he still at the bottom? I'm alright, Dave, to be fair. I mean, I'm doing okay. I've got lights. Some water here.
Right, I'm going to get myself
We
ready.
all know I've got a special pack of chewing gum, which is potentially going to go to Thomas if he does come back.
Yeah, I wasn't wasting any fucking time behind him. Fuck that.
Thanks for reminding me that we need to keep hydrated. And Bimo is sharing his drive with Abdan Azkia and Fareza Ali Saidani. I know I got that wrong, Fareza. I probably got that wrong as well, so I do apologise. So that is everybody that we've been through now. I need to do my special request. Do 129. Let's find that one. Then we can start having a look. And these are the battles that are going on. Start really enjoying.
Number one's got a drive
really
through.
enjoying
Fuck
some
me,
of the
they're all
drive
getting
throughs
them.
going on. Bear with me. Cesar. Okay, now, OSR remain. Can you? Well, I need you to either confirm or deny. So there was a claim made earlier on today when I was following Cesar, and I think it was a chap called Marco, I believe, in the live chat when I was doing comms yesterday, said that Cesar is actually a real-world GT Fanatec Challenge driver. Is that true? Or has everybody just like got me on a hook? I will await your answer on that one. Let's get on board. Well, if he is a real life driver, let's get on board and see how to drive one of the things. And I did also say earlier on, you know, Cesar is in 5th place at the moment. The 4 in front are doing an absolutely amazing job. If this guy is what I'm being told he is. So into no name. That might be something we could do again. We could do a little lap guide, couldn't we? We haven't done one during this session. I mean, I know you guys know the track. If you've been watching it for any of the last 22 hours, you should know the track by now. I'm sure you will drive. Sully says yes, he is. Is he really? That's amazing. That is amazing. Well, I'm going to take note. Go fast there. Go fast there. He's 18. Go slow there. Fast there. I'm getting it. I should have watched this before doing a stint, shouldn't I? Turn the corner. Don't hit anyone. He's 18. Wow, youngster. Wow, he might be 18, but we've got Dewsbury. Dewsbury's not 18, is he? No, he's not. Brilliant though, fantastic to see. But yes, he is. Does this mean that we can all race against him? Well, I think.
Right. So he's had his drive through. He's now got to do his 15-second penalty as well.
Yep. So we're probably about, what, 50 seconds behind him? Maybe a bit more? No, a bit more. About a minute behind him?
Yeah.
I just had to avoid someone crashing at the second part. P1. He got on the outside curb and then spun to the inside. I weren't sure whether he was going to deflect off the barrier in front of me. So I just took the safe route and backed off.
Right, you're only 33 seconds behind P20.
Nice. You're there for the taking, mate, them two. P13's got a drive-through as well.
Lovely. He's just pitted. So he's got to do that as well.
Tyres still feel great as well, so they'll last the whole stint on them pressures. So I've pushed them the whole stint as well.
Nice. You reckon on the last pit stop, tyres as well?
Yeah, definitely, because you'll be running less fuel. You'll gain a bigger advantage. Because even though you'll only be putting 90 litres in, you'll still be stationary for the best part of 20 seconds. So for the last stint, for losing, say, 10 seconds in the pit lane, putting fresh tyres on, you'll gain that back easy.
Okay.
There they go, doing the drive-through.
Lovely.
P13. Car 18's just gone up the top of Radium on the Kemmel straight now. So they'll have to do a splash and dash as well.
Yeah,
I'm not sure when they last pitted.
They've got to do 2 more pit stops because their stint timing is out of sync. I think it's only by like 5 minutes, but they've got to do it. Just noticed in this race there's no Lambos, no Mercs. Cars you normally expect to be in the race.
To be fair, Lambo shanked the tyres, and Mercedes is a bit deadly around here, especially up at Rouge. It'll just snap on you.
Mercedes is definitely everywhere. I don't know what happened to that car, because that was my favourite by for a long time. It was fucking updated it and that was it, it was fucked.
To be fair, some tracks, the recent patch, it is better than it was, but it's still shit on the tracks it's shit on. Back in the 80s.
The 18s in the pits. So P15.
Come on, son, be sensible, just let me through. Where you going, pal? Fucking hell.
Car behind's pitted as well.
Right, boxing this lap.
That 311 car was stuck in the pit lane now.
If he's truly soloing, he's obviously going for a piss.
Yeah, he's obviously he must have parked it just before his pit box or something. That's what it looks like, isn't it?
Nice.
Did what could.
Yeah, well done, mate, well done.
So our target is car 18 212. 149 as well there on the same lap. Oh, maybe get 3 cars if we're lucky. On your first lap out, your tyre pressures might not seem very good, but on your second lap they'll even out.
Cool.
So just be careful on right-handers in the first lap. Do you want me to change any TCs or anything?
TC to 3. Brake balance I'll sort out as I'm coming out of the pits.
I got moved, fuck. Cost us a couple of seconds.
Right. It's fine. We'll claw it back. How many warnings are we on?
1 warning.
Lovely. Two 1-2s in the pit lane.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
have it. P19's in the pits, so they've got their 15-second penalty to serve.
See what you mean with the pressures, they start sort of coming back to you, don't they?
Faster car approaching. Watch out. Car on the right. on the right. Faster car behind you.
You had to do the thing. It's got the fucking small penis syndrome or something.
Who's that?
Car on the right.
Car
Clear on the right.
96.
14.
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna jump off a bit, guys.
I'll see you now in a bit.
Yeah, can I see that?
Gaining on the car heading 72.
I'll see you in a bit.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Slow car ahead. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Sorry, stick pit lane. Yellow flag in sector 3. right. Yellow flag in sector 3. Regaining on contact in sector 2. Yellow flag in sector 2. Car on the right. Clear on the right. car coming up behind you. Yellow flag accepted. car coming up behind you. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Faster car behind you. Falling behind you, the car in front, sector 3.
Hello. Alright. Yeah, and P19's got it again as well. With Splash and Dash, so. Because these stint timings are all over the place. So there's a chance, small chance we could have P19 here. So?
Car on the left. Faster car coming up behind you. Clear on the left.
Jesus. Why does it do that?
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Fucking hell.
Oh, you got cars to look for?
I think it might have been from previous, to be fair. I did hit the rear end of that mark, my mistake. But to my argument, he slowed and braking on it, slowed and racing on too much.
There's a car leading the pit lane. Watch out.
FRL. That's what they do.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Scott didn't want to do the last stint then.
Nah, he's still having the same problems.
Really?
Yeah, but me and Matt.
It's got to be, I don't know, maybe his wheel rotation or something.
Yeah, that's what we were saying. Because he was like, he's got his wheel settings to 1080p in game, but got them to auto.
To be set as for the wheel, car, sorry.
Yeah.
So I do that. So 480 for my phone,
Really. See, I'm 540 in the McLaren, so.
I think 1080 is like just too much, isn't it?
Mm.
I know it auto on PC it works, but I think 1080, I think you have to be on 900 to make it one-to-one with the car. 900 on the game and then auto on the wheel. I found it tough. Yeah, it's got to be something to do with his wheel, because I didn't have any oversteer, like turning oversteer like this one. Granted, I weren't fast, but I weren't oversteering. either that or he's just slapping the brakes without knowing when he's turning.
Yeah.
So I've noticed a few times, if you look at his brake trace, it comes on sometimes, like when he's like on a straight or something.
Is it?
Yeah, it comes on when he's going down the straight, so I think that's what's in the brake.
Like you say, it's got to be one of those two. We think it's his, like we were saying it could be his wheel, but if you're saying that as well, it could be his brake. Widen the brakes basically.
Going down like put too much brake on where he's
So that's what I was saying to him. I said, "Are you sure you're not trail braking into the corners too much?" He was like, "No, no, no, definitely ain't that."
Well, I don't get it, though. He reckons that you weren't getting it in practice. Right, so maybe he just, when he's in the race, he just gets fucking nervous and just back to the wheel.
Could be.
The wheel too much and stuff like that.
Could be. I do it. I know. I definitely do it.
Yeah, I do it sometimes. You have to have a lot of finesse with this game, don't you? Like everything, turning, braking, accelerating.
I think what don't help as well is going in between PlayStation and PC.
Yeah.
Splitting between the two, it never helped me at all.
Every race so far is
So sorry.
every race we've done so far, endurance race, has always said that cars oversteering and just some of the things what he's doing with his wheel or just the way he's driving.
Yeah, I think the only race he didn't have it was the last one, but that might have been just nature of the track or something like that.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Gaining on the car heading sector 1.
horrible. What's going on?
Aye.
Car just felt horrible there.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
So, you know, things are bad, you've got to stop and go because of the confusion.
Yeah. Probably took some edge there. Luckily I'm pretty awesome to
There's a
this
car
way as
in
well.
pit lane.
I was on that. There's an IFS crash. That market. Still 3 warnings.
Yeah. No, 2.
Oh.
No, 2.
Oh, you got to drive through.
Yeah, I got it. Literally just towards the end of the stint, I got it. Matt got it down to 2:18.5 in the end. And he was like consistently hitting those as well.
Fastest I got around here was 290. Can't remember what it was. 97. I think I did it once. Never again.
I got the
More
218s in.
fast around this job.
No, I've never been really. It's never been a strong track for me in any sort of sim.
Yeah, even on F1 I went very fast. A lot of the guys just start out, just don't suit me. Just up the road, isn't it?
Yeah.
Same lap.
Same lap as well, yeah. One race where we can keep our nose clean. I reckon we would have been top 10.
Oh yeah, definitely. We used to make 49 at one point, now we're 20.
Yeah. Once he's got sorted out his issues with his whatever he's having with us with the wheel and with the setup and everything.
Yeah, this is just a mistake from all of us really, isn't it? I had a few moments.
Oh yeah.
Up on my first stint.
Oh yeah, my first stint was horrible. Probably the worst stint I've ever had.
Mine was just stupid. It's been raining, so it's still wet. Fucking
Faster car approaching.
went too wide up the curve on the green part of it. I knew that was going to happen. I did it. Without thinking till after it's fucking happened. Straight in the water. Holes are completely white.
Faster cars approaching. Watch out.
So,
Watching 18 quite quickly. Something 495 count clear.
Yellow flag in sector 1.
just hoping he's going to slide quite a bit to let the second car through.
There's a slow car ahead. Yellow flag, be careful. Car on the left, clear on the left. Car is exiting the pits, watch out. Faster car coming up behind, watch out. Faster car coming up behind you.
Down and do it though. Didn't want to go down and do it though. Oi!
Clear on the left. Got some light damage on the front of the car.
Look at that, he ghosted through him and then spun off. Took out the car behind.
It's giving too much damage now. Feel it already. Just that one little ass fuck, right, to finish the race. I thought that we had enough as it is, but we just need that one little more. What the fuck was he doing? FRL steward the races, I've probably got the penalty anyway.
Final warning for exceeding track limits.
I reckon that 495's had 8 to 10 penalties in the last 3 hours.
Faster car behind you.
That's nice on paper, so it must be a fucking FRL. Yeah, they stopped up out clear earlier.
Who stopped, sorry?
That stop go penalty you have to cause the collision. You have that clear.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Must be that FRL then.
Yellow flag
The
accepted.
leader spun. It's the only mistake they've made the entire race. I think this will be the final lap.
Got 4 seconds on the line.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Leader has finished the race. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Alright, the race is over. Good job, mate. You did your best. Bring it back to the pits.
Yeah. All done.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Cars in there.
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
clawed it back in the end.
Clean race next time.
Yeah. I think that's all we need. It's just a clean race. Once we've got the clean race, we'll be alright.
It's annoying when you're getting lapped by cars that are slower than you. It's fucking busy ready.
Hmm. We ended up 7 laps back from P10, but those 7 laps were lost through like sort of track warnings and fucking penalties and damage.
Yeah.